Resolver is how we get from A to B. So we take the QR code, so that 2D barcode, and when you scan that at the register, it beeps, and that brings up just like your regular 1D barcode. But if you scan it with your phone, then that resolver can resolve that URL to a destination that takes it to someplace new. And that someplace new could be at digital landing page, or in Europe, the digital product passport. So essentially a collection of landing pages that can be any content that really activates the audience.
That's fascinating. And so what I love about this, and QR codes have been around for a long time.
Yes.
A lot longer than most people think. Most people, it came out during COVID.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, because it was at every restaurant. But it's endless. You're webifying an interface that is physical.
Correct.
How does it know to be a POS versus a phone?
So it's the exact same URL that's inside the QR code. What's great, though, is that at the point of sale, at the register, when you scan it, it still sees the same content, but it recognizes the format, and that format is what's very specific about that structure. And so the GS1 format tells the register, this is a barcode that you can use to check out. When you scan it with your phone sees the URL and treats it just like any other URL.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's
I always
fantastic.
wondered that, actually.
I'm just still excited by it.
Yeah.
I see it every day, but I still get excited.
And there's so many uses for both, whether it's scanning, because we all need to buy things, or as a consumer, all of that different kind of information. And I'm assuming you can also, once people encode the information, batch lot, expiry date, things like that.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's really what's fantastic about it is it's taking a company's most valuable asset, which is their product, their packaging that's in market, and it's activating it so they can really reach out to their audience and create that relationship.
It's digitizing it.
It is.
And there's so many other services, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not the expert on this by any means, but there are other services that you can tie to it, like location services. If I scan a product in Florida versus scanning a product in Alaska, I might get a different interaction.
Is that true?
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, so our platform is an example.
lying.
Scan the same QR code. If you speak English versus Spanish versus French, have a different result, have different language content by location. If you have, say, an activation that's valid in one state but not another, or the activations are different.
Now, this is where my IT friends pull their standards together, but they're services, right? It's not like you're not providing that. You are working with other location service providers and linking the services through like an ecosystem of a solution.
So we actually do the redirection ourselves based on that. So we're looking for language and device type and what day of the week is it. Is it a July 4th sale? So it's July 5th, so I want to go someplace different. So the whole concept in marketing is surprise and delight. You don't want to surprise and disappoint.
Right.
So when they do scan that, if it's July 5th, you don't want to take them to something that's expired. You want to take them to the next best thing.
I love that. It's getting so much better.
I'm thinking about a convenience store. Back in my old life, we talked about day parts and morning drinks and middle of the day drinks and afternoon drinks. Can it get down that granularly to time of day?
Sure, absolutely.
This is so cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah, or open or closed. If it's Sunday and you scan something versus a Monday and you
Right.
scan something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.